please subscribe down there for our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications and share this with your friends. Radhe Radhe. Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Taralaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Purdananda Shadvaita Galara Svastiko Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. So today we're going to continue talking about Vilap Kusmanjali, but first we're going to discuss a question from Manjari Didi. So the question is, we were talking the other day about this meditation of making your temple in the heart and meditating on a form of Krishna there and starting to build relationship in that way. Because that's something that we can do at any time, any place. If we think that Archan is only in the temple externally, then when we're traveling, then how will we worship Krishna and be with Krishna? If we're on the plane, how will we be with Krishna? Oh, I can only be with Krishna when I'm in the temple, worshipping him. But also not everyone is going to be a pujari and directly bathing and dressing Krishna, directly feeding Krishna. So then what do we do? And then when we're laying in bed at night, we're not able to be in the temple. When we're traveling here and there, we're not in the temple. So that's why we heard this morning, Prudy said, you need to worship a deity. That's very important. We heard the whole class this morning about worshipping the deity. So we should not lessen the significance of this. We see all our Goswamis worship Vigraha deities, and it was the custom before. In all houses, they would have Shalagram, or Giriraj, or Gopal, or Radha Krishna. So we should all have some deity that we are worshipping. In the main temple, then there are pujaris who are worshipping the deities, but we're also engaged in serving the deity by cooking or making garlands or cleaning the temple. That's all part of deity worship. But at the same time, we should also develop this mandir in the heart. So both things are important, because Mahaprabhu did say, Braje Radha Krishna Manasi Seva Koribe, worship Radha Krishna in the mind or in the heart, in Braj. So when we worship in the deity in the temple, that helps us develop a relationship and be able to meditate on Krishna in the heart, in the temple of the heart, in the mind. But we need to start this process. We should try to do this every day while chanting, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. People say, I don't know how to meditate. It's very difficult to meditate. My mind is distracted. But you just have to start and try. In meditation, you just do or you don't do it. Either you do it or you don't do it. It's not like there's a right or a wrong way. That Krishna is the beloved. He's in our heart. He's already there as Paramatma. He is the super soul in the heart. But now we're just trying to clear away all the rubbish of different anarthas and different other desires and make a place there for him and start building a relationship with him there. So that's why this is a very important practice. When we do our Gayatri mantras, this is like, if we're not doing this while chanting our Gayatri, then we're not properly chanting our Gayatri. When we chant our Gayatri mantras, we're supposed to be worshipping the deity in the heart. Krishna mantra, we worship Krishna. Gaur mantra, we worship Mahaprabhu. Brahma Gayatri, we worship Radharani. Kam Gayatri, we worship Radha Krishna together. Gopal mantra, we worship Gopinath Krishna. Panchatattva Mahamantra and the Mahamantra, we worship Panchatattva and Radha Krishna together. So it's said that when you do your Gayatri, you're supposed to meditate on each form of the Lord according to that mantra and do Archan of them. We talked about Archan. There's many different stages of Archan. We talked about this. Right? How we bathe them, how we give them a seat, how we feed them, how we do arti, how we dress them, how we can serve and make relation like that. So now the question comes, who is going to be our special deity? We talked about this idea that the question she's asking is that, how are we going to know who our specific form of Krishna is? Every devotee has a special relationship with Krishna and some special form of Krishna that will appear. So this is not something that we should artificially imagine. But we just need to start. Like, okay, at the very first stage, we're not going to just instantly realize this. But we'll naturally have some kind of attraction. Like, that's why we go to different temples, like Radharaman, to Radha Vinod Bihari, to Gandharvika Giridhari, to Radha Vrindavan Chandra, to Gokulananda, to Radha Damodar, to Tota Gopinath. And we can see all their pictures and try to start seeing where is our heart pulling us towards. To Madan Mohan, to Govinda Gopinath. And naturally our heart will pull us towards some specific Thakurji. Naturally. And then you can start building relationship. Like if you love someone, or if you're attracted to someone, maybe you'll follow them on Instagram. Even in this world, you don't have a relationship with someone, but you're attracted to them, so you follow them, and every day you see some picture about them. So that's why we have Radharaman has his own Instagram, his own Facebook. Every day you can see, oh, Radharaman, how cute he looks today, how beautiful he looks today. Maybe your heart is attracted to him, so in your heart, bring Radharaman and worship Radharaman. In the heart, there's no rules and regulations. In the heart, he is there, and however you're spontaneously moved to serve him, then you serve like that. This is called rag, swarasiki rag. That as your heart is, but we have a specific process so that we have like a guideline. That's why the process of archana, you welcome them, you give him a seat, you bathe his feet, you give him a drink, you wash his mouth, you give him an oil massage, you give him a bath, you dress him and cook something and feed him, do arti. Then you can then the introduction is finished. After that, then you can have your lila. This is archan process is like your introduction. When Krishna comes in your heart, okay, then you give him a seat, wash his feet, bathe him, dress him, feed him, and then you can do as you like. But you worship a form of Krishna. So if you don't try to artificially imagine, okay, my Krishna is like this, my Krishna is this. Start worshipping some deity you're attracted to. Like Prabhuji would say, how do I do my Gayatri in the West? Prabhuji said, don't do your Gayatri in the West. When we were in Mathura, he would tell people, come and sit in front of Radha Vinod Bihari and do your Gayatri there. What's the problem? Radha Vinod Bihari is so sweet. Param Gurudev himself manifested them from his heart. Gurudev himself worshipped them. Prabhuji worshipped them for 40 years, every day cooking for them, every other day dressing them. So go and sit in front of them and chant your Anik in front of them, chant your Gayatri in front of them. You don't have to artificially jump a stage. Follow a step-by-step procession. So maybe your heart is especially attracted to Radharaman. Then every day you can bring Radharaman in your heart and worship him there. Or maybe you're attracted to Gopinath or Shama Sundar, Toto Gopinath. Then okay, anyhow, you need to start thinking about Krishna. The more you think about Krishna, the more you'll develop your attraction to Krishna and you'll lose attraction to Maya. Our process, anyhow, we need to awaken attraction for Krishna, and we need to wear away all that rust that's made our heart unattracted to Krishna. So the way to do that is like scrubbing the heart, is anyhow building sambandha. In your mind, meditate on Krishna and then go there. And that's why when you start doing this Manasi Seva, then if you start building that relationship, then wherever you are, you can go there. Whenever you have some extra time, say you're waiting in line at the shop, okay, then you have a few minutes, then go inside. Then you can think, what will I cook for Krishna tonight? Oh, what type of sweet rice? Prabhuji's every day making laddus. That's because his Manasi Seva is being done every day. That's why his Seva is manifesting outside as well. If you don't do internal Seva, then you won't have taste for serving with your body. Because the body will follow the mind. In your mind, you think, I want to be a doctor. Then for 20 years, you study with your body and you become a doctor. So the body's going to follow the mind. So with your mind, start developing a relationship with Krishna. And then your body will start to follow. So that's why, okay, you're traveling in the car, you can think about Krishna, you're waiting at a stoplight, you're going to bed, you can think, okay, now I'm giving Krishna a bed to sleep. So that's why we start following this process. So then the question is, okay, how do we realize who is our special form of Krishna? So that's only going to come when the heart is fully purified. You realize your own self, and then you'll realize your form of Krishna also. You'll realize my own Swarup, my Gurudev's Swarup, and Krishna's Swarup. You'll realize all these things. But first you need to purify the heart. Shravanadi Sudachitta Kore Uday. When the heart becomes cleansed by performance of sadhana bhakti, starting with hearing and chanting, remembering, then naturally these things will spontaneously awaken. You realize, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabunai. This is not something that's temporary or that is manifested by your own endeavor. This is eternally in your heart. But we're just trying to purify our heart and awaken that. So then the question comes, okay, is it something that can change? Sometimes we may think that, okay, my form of Krishna is like this, and then I come into association of a different devotee, and then my heart will change. But it's not something that changes. Not everyone has a relationship with Krishna eternally. Some people have relation with Ram. In Mahaprabhu's Leela, Murari Gupta, he was a devotee of Ram. And Mahaprabhu was saying you should worship Krishna. And he was thinking, how can I give up my Ram? And he even hid a knife under his bed, thinking, I will give up my life, but I can't give up Ram. And so Mahaprabhu came and stopped and said, hey, what are you doing? I know you put the knife under your pillow, give it up. I am your Ram. And he showed him darshan as Ram. And then Murari Gupta was very happy. So the devotee may have relation with Ram, but that is eternal. Even though everyone is saying Krishna, is the best. Worship Krishna in Braj. He's more sweet, more kind, more full of madhurya. But still, they could not give up their attachment to Ram. So this is showing that the relationship you have with God is eternal. And our process of spiritual life is awakening that eternal relationship. Also, Sanatan and Rup Goswami's brother was Anupam. He was an eternal devotee of Ram. And he gave up his body rather than worshipping Krishna. So you don't have to worry. Whatever your internal mood is, whatever your real relationship with Krishna is, that will manifest in due course. But you have to go through the sadhana. Now, some people say, okay, what if someone is progressing on the line? The other question is, someone may be following for many years, and then some doubts come, or they get into bad association, and then they may leave. So what happens to them? So the jivas have independence. Krishna gives independence to us all, free will. And Krishna says that's one of the greatest kinds of sin, to steal someone's independence. Krishna gave free will, why should we try to control them? So if someone wants to come to Krishna, the gate's open. And if they want to leave Krishna and go far away, then Maya is there. Krishna doesn't say you can't go into Maya. But if you go into Maya, then it may take a very long time to come back to Krishna. Especially if you commit offenses to Vaishnavas. That's the most dangerous thing. That bhakti is like a very soft creeper, and offending devotees is described to be like the mad elephant offense, which completely tramples and even uproots the creeper of devotion, bhakti. So some people may go away, but even if they go away because of like lust or other anarthas come and they leave, as long as they don't offend devotees, then they can come back. But when they criticize and offend devotees, their heart becomes very hard. Because Bhakti Devi, who is very soft and tender, she leaves the heart. Bhakti Devi, the goddess of devotion, she cannot tolerate if anyone is criticizing her devotees. Because Bhakti and the Bhaktas are like non-different. Meaning, Bhakti Devi is within their hearts. And if you're criticizing them, you're criticizing her. Criticizing the Bhaktas means criticizing Bhakti. People think, oh, this devotee, he has some material faults. Oh, his character is not good. But look at their heart, look at their mood, their ideal. They think, oh, they start to criticize looking at small external things. But the main thing is that they have bhakti in their heart. They have devotion to Guru, they have devotion for Krishna. And then you criticize them, this is criticizing bhakti and Krishna. Bhakti, Bhakta, Bhagavan. Krishna and his devotees and bhakti are all very intimately connected. And so, but you can criticize Krishna and Guru will save you. Hari stane aparade tare harinam. If you make offense to Hari, Harinam can save you, Guru can save you. But if you make offense to Guru, no one can save you. And if you make offense to Vaishnavas, then definitely no one will ever save you. So that's why the most dangerous thing is committing offenses to Vaishnavas, devotees. Then you'll never be saved. So even you may go very far away, but if you commit offenses to Vaishnavas, then your heart becomes very hard. All tendency to perform bhakti will gradually leave your heart. You'll end up becoming more and more and more critical. Ramchandra Kaviraj, he criticized his guru Madhavendra Puri. Then he came and criticized Mahaprabhu. Then he started criticizing everyone. Finally, he completely left the devotees. So we see many examples of this. That people first, they criticized a junior devotee. Thinking, oh, what's the problem? He's not a real Vaishnava, I can criticize him. But you're developing the tendency to criticize. Oh, he's just a junior neophyte, I can criticize him. But you develop that habit, then, oh, he's a little bit more advanced, okay, I can criticize him too. Oh, then ultimately you criticize Guru, then you criticize Krishna, Radha, Rani, Bhakti, and everything, and you leave. And then you'll go very far away in the desert of Maya. And then because your heart becomes hard, and you don't get any nourishment, any ras, any happiness, then after that, you'll start trying to feed your desire for happiness by sense enjoyment and then more and more sinful activities. You'll get intoxicated more and more. And finally, in your next life, you'll become an animal. You'll degrade to a lower species of life. You'll develop more and more tamagun, rajagun, then tamagun, and then you'll become an animal. Then it may take millions of lives to come back to the human platform where you get a chance to develop again. So that's why it's very dangerous to commit Vaishnava aparad. So that's the one thing we should stay away from. Gurudev said it's not your duty to criticize others. If you want to criticize someone, criticize yourself. Look inside your own heart and criticize your own faults. Okay, so now we will go to Vilap Kusumanjali.